Hi ladies, trust you're keeping well. Today we're going to talk about the ability to unlearn. We talk so much about things that you have to learn, you have to grow, you have to do this, but if you're not unlearning what is previously programmed, you're not actually absorbing these things. Because of the way society is, we all learn stuff from the time we are born. You learn how to walk, to read, to speak, to eat, everything. But by the time you're an adult, you are now a combination of like all the influences in your life. All the parents you had, the peers you had, the schools you went to, the books you read, the TV you watched, it's all just been absorbed in your mind, and now that's what you think life is. The truth is, life is what you make it. What you believe is your reality. So you also have the ability to choose what you're now feeding your brain and what you're going to believe is true moving forward. Just because someone said something to you doesn't mean it's a fact. Just because a teacher when you were 7 years old told you you're not good at math doesn't mean you're not good at math. Just because this is how you know life to be from your own family setting, your own background, your own home, doesn't mean there's no other way to live. The more you learn and see different experiences, you see different ways people live, different ways people do stuff. But if you have a closed mind and you think this is what life is, you come with a judgmental view. So when you see something being different, you're like, no, what's wrong with that person? This is the wrong attitude. Because when you want to learn something and do something differently, you have to overwrite what was already in your mind as the truth. If what you knew was working for you, you would not be looking to grow or to try something different. Clearly, the information you already have is not giving you the results in your life that you want, right? If you have a goal that you've not yet achieved, you have a dream that you're not yet living, it means what you have now is not enough. It might not be correct. It might not be the right combination. So you have to remove something you're doing and replace it with something new. Whether that's new information, a new habit, a new diet, a new skill, a new person, you have to overwrite it and make sure that you are removing those old patterns and the old habits. Just because that's the way you did something up until today doesn't mean you have to do it like that forever. There's no police of life coming to tell you, but you did it this way for 22 years, why are you changing now? You have to unlearn things. You have to be like, you know what? This was helpful when I was younger, but this is not a habit I need to carry on for the rest of my life. Let me do some research. How am I going to get where I need to go? What are the habits I need to adopt? Make space for them. It's not that your mind doesn't have enough space physically, like the capacity, but if you believe something is true, you'll never be able to put a new habit on top of it. You have to start to question that. Question everything. Just because your parents told you something doesn't mean it's true, or it's the only way, or it's the only option. Just because you had it in church or on TV or at school. We are trained to believe the authority figures in our lives, but guess what? They're also people. Even the people who write textbooks are human beings. So they've also collected information and made their own judgment, but you can adjust that and you can change it. And sometimes people are like, I read all these books, I do all these courses, but my life is not improving. Because you're reading them on the surface, but you're not applying them to your life because you don't believe them. Because you already have facts that you think are the reality and you're not able to overwrite it. So you have to have an open mind before you take action. You have to think, you know what? It could be anything. I could be anything. I could be this if I wanted to. And believe it, you can. You can change anything in your life. I saw a post that says, as long as it accords to the laws of physics, it is possible. Which is true. As long as you're not trying to fly with your own body, you can do it. If you're trying to change your career, start a business, change your body, change your mindset, change your spirituality, you can change it. There's no one who can stop you except yourself. So remove those voices, those authority figures, those qualifications that are holding you back. If you don't like your career, start something else. You can always go back to school. You can always learn a course. You can be an intern at 40. It happens. There are only restrictions in your mind because they're based on previous beliefs. And until you remove those beliefs, unlearn those systems, identify what you need to unlearn, and learn new things to replace it, then you will start to see action and change in your life. Open-mindedness and action. Unlearning.